It's the 2014 World Cup semi-final. The Argentina squad stands in the locker room. Everyone is exhausted. 45 days away from home, away from family, away from everything normal. And in the middle of that circle stands a man who almost never speaks. Lionel Messi. That day, he opened his mouth, and grown men fought back tears. Now think of Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably the most disciplined, most physically perfect athlete the sport has ever produced. A man who has rewritten the record books again and again. And yet one question keeps coming back. Tournament after tournament, season after season. Why do Messi's teammates seem willing to run through walls for him, while Ronaldo, for all his greatness, doesn't inspire quite that same devotion? Today, let's actually break this down. Not with opinions, but with real stories, because the answer isn't just about talent. It's about 6 very different reasons. Messi is a quiet leader. He doesn't scream in the dressing room. He doesn't deliver fiery speeches before every match. But when he does speak, everyone listens, because his leadership isn't built on words, it's built on presence. Teammates who've played beside him keep repeating the same line. We just give him the ball and step back to watch. That's not just admiration, that's trust. And trust like that only forms when someone doesn't need to make himself the center of every conversation. At Barcelona, when Messi, Suarez, and Neymar played together, this is exactly what stood out. 3 of the best players on the planet, sharing the same pitch, yet none of them let ego get in the way. They didn't compete for the spotlight, they built it together. Compare that to a team built around a single central figure, where the entire structure, tactics, headlines, highlight reels, revolves around one man. It's not wrong, it's just a different formula. And when the spotlight is built entirely around one person, the players around him can start to feel like a supporting cast instead of co-stars. Here's a story most fans don't know. Back in 2018, a journalist in Russia handed Messi a small red ribbon for good luck, saying his mother always carried it. Messi kept it, tied around his ankle for years. But here's the part that matters. Whenever a teammate was struggling, Messi would quietly hand them that ribbon. He gave it to Coutinho when he was going through a rough patch at Barcelona. He gave it to Dybala when he couldn't find form with the national team. And in the 2022 World Cup final, before the penalty shootout, he gave it to goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez. That's not superstition. That's a captain constantly looking for who needs support, not who deserves the spotlight. After Argentina won the 2022 World Cup, FIFA handed the team a prize pool. Messi could have kept his share quietly, like most stars do. Instead, according to Argentina's former fitness coach, Messi split his bonus equally among everyone working at the training facility. The cooks, the cleaners, the support staff, the same amount for every single person. And it wasn't the only time. Years earlier, when Argentina's football federation was in financial turmoil and staff hadn't been paid for months, Messi made a few phone calls, and the money appeared within hours. Stories like this don't trend the way a hat trick does, but they're exactly the kind of thing teammates and staff never forget. After that same World Cup win, Messi spent close to £175,000 buying customized gold iPhones for every player and staff member on the squad, each engraved with their own name, number, and the words World Cup Champions. Notice what's missing from that story. Messi's name isn't the headline. The gift wasn't a trophy for himself. It was a way of saying, this belongs to all of us. That single gesture is a masterclass in turning an individual achievement into a shared memory. None of this makes Ronaldo any less of a legend. His discipline, his relentless self-improvement, his refusal to ever settle, these have inspired millions and won him trophies at almost every club he's played for. Teammates across Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Juventus have praised his work ethic and the standards he pushed them to reach. But standards and warmth are 2 different currencies. One says, match my level. The other says, I see you and I need you. Both can win, but only one tends to make people cry in a locker room 45 days from home. So this was never really about who the greater player is. Both men are, without question, among the greatest to ever play the game. The real question is this: leadership isn't only built on skill, it's built on how you make the people around you feel. Messi's teammates fight for him because they feel like they're part of his story too. And maybe that's a lesson worth taking off the pitch, into a team, an office, a family. People don't commit because they're told to. They commit because they feel like they matter. So next time you watch a Messi match, don't just watch his goals. Watch how the players around him react. That reaction is the real story of greatness. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Are you Team Messi or Team Ronaldo? Subscribe Goal Kick Verse.